realdeafinfo.com. It's your man Kil.
And this is Dr. Roz.
Still answering questions, chopping it up. So the next question.
He just said something really crazy funny. Sorry, y'all.
All right. Do you think women who go to church have unrealistic standards when it comes to finding a man? I can see how a lot of qualities that churches say a man should have are good, but it's not like those kind of guys grow on trees, and I meet them every day. So is it realistic to find someone who looks like that?
Who looks like a churchgoer?
I guess so. I read this thing a while back on a blog, and it was just saying how I guess churches are messing up women's minds, I guess,
well, I remember reading that.
by saying, you gotta find a man who loves Jesus and all those things, and it's the church's fault that we're not, that black women are single because of them not, just because of all the hoopla.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But it's one of those things too that gets 1 million, 2 million views on YouTube, all that stuff, and things like that. I don't think it's unrealistic because she says they seem good, and at the end of the day, that's how I feel about the situation. That these are good things to have. Like when people will ask me, Kil, why do you believe in God and this, that, and other thing, and one of the many things that I tell them is, really, what is the Bible telling you to do that's bad?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, if you live a biblical Christian lifestyle, really all it's saying is making you be a better person.
Yeah.
Most people don't like it because it's putting rules on you. Don't do this and don't do that and don't do this. But when you really think about it, most of those things are, even if you're not a Christian, you're teaching your kids, don't drink, don't smoke, don't have sex. So it's one of those things where, even I'll bite. Let's just say there is no God, the Bible is made up and all that good stuff, and of course I don't believe that, but let's just say it's that. At the end of the day, if more people live by it, you would just have people being nicer to each other. So if that's the worst case scenario, that people would just be nicer to each other and people would care more about each other, I can live with that worst case scenario. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for a good man, I don't think they grow on trees either. So it's not like the church is messing up things or putting, anything else. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't understand how women wouldn't want a dude who is a church-going dude. And that's no disrespect to anybody out there who's not a Christian. I'm not saying my religion is better than you. I don't get that stuff.
It's their church going.
Yeah, church going or whatever. I just don't understand why, a woman would get with that dude. And that's just my opinion. And again, I have to be politically correct. I'm not dissing any marriage who isn't a Christian. I'm not dissing any man who isn't a Christian, because I feel like what dude should get with a woman who isn't like a Proverbs 31 woman. I'm not going to go into what that is. Do yourself a favor and go to Proverbs 31.
It's me.
Roz, you can't knit anything. So right there, it ain't you. So stop that. Stop. Dead it. Just stop it. So you should be trying to be, but trust me, you're not. And that's not normal. Most women aren't, but it should be a thing that's what you're striving for. And if y'all don't know
you really just shut me up just then.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, do yourself a favor. Go to Proverbs 31 and you'll see that that's what we're talking about. So, but that's just my opinion. So I don't think looking for a dude who goes to church or who's saved or who has a religious background, whatever it may be, is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. What you think?
I think it's an amazing thing. Here's the thing. You have to have some form of authority over your life. I mean, it's in the Bible. I totally believe it. That's the teaching. People that are out there just trying to do it on their own, those kind of people scare me. I mean, because there's nothing holding you back. There's nothing keeping you in check. So for me, That's a very, 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 very scary place for me. Just because I do believe in having some form of authority over my life, which is why I don't mind being submissive to my husband. As long as he stays submissive to God, I have no problem with being submissive to him. Which is why I don't have an issue with being submissive to a supervisor or anyone who has that authority over me.
Supervisor.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you took over my position.
Yeah, and then Harry told me to supervise you. No, before you left.
Why? Because I was crazy?
I had no idea. Well, I guess that goes to show how submissive you are. You ain't even know.
I didn't even know.
There you go.
I didn't. I'm very submissive. Good catch. Proverbs 7. Good catch. Good catch. No, for
that
real.
Doesn't equal Proverbs 31.
But I'm just saying, I'm good catch. I know how to be submissive.
But that doesn't. You're like good catch. Proverbs 31.
You know, I'm just making you remember that that's who I am too.
Just say good catch.
Good catch. But you try to.
No, just say good catch. Period. Women, y'all love putting commas on stuff. Just say period. But back to what I was saying. I just think at the end of the day, most people don't want somebody over them because it's kind of just like you're growing up.
You don't want someone
I don't
over
want somebody
you?
telling me what to do.
I don't have no problem with that.
So I feel like you're one of the rare ones though, because most people don't like their supervisors.
It probably came from my background too. You know, I adore the idea that I had parents that laid down rules for me, even though I kind of about a year or so in high school kind of didn't like it. No, for real.
No, I do agree with you. I do agree that it was your upbringing because you were raised in a city with one post office, one mailbox, one stoplight.
You gonna get up off Rome, George's Romans? He does not.
One grocery store.
He's never been around George.
If you was raised in Hazard County with the Duke boys, then
I wasn't raised there.
At the end of the day,
Floyd County.
I do think that your upbringing.
Get county right. Floyd
County. No disrespect.
On the map.
I do think it was your upbringing. But I think most people's upbringing
and it was just easy for me to transition into that. That's what I'm saying.
Right. It was your upbringing.
Probably was just very easy for me because I always knew that there was these people that I had to answer to.
Right.
You know, and it wasn't just my parents, it's my grandmother,
right.
Even my siblings.
But even if people have that upbringing, a lot of people are always in the mindset like myself, I can't wait to get out and do my own thing. I can't wait till I don't have anybody to answer to. I can't wait till I go to college.
Until you get out there and you're like, I need those rules.
I mean, I think rules are good, but I still don't think people want them. But all that to say, I don't think it's unrealistic to find somebody like that. I think the thing is you have to learn to be friends first. And we talked about that before. You know, I think dating, in my opinion, should be you becoming friends with somebody, getting to know somebody.
I think you shouldn't have sex for you.
I don't think you should have sex, period, until you get married.
I agree on something.
That, you know...
I agree with that, but I don't know if people can hold off.
No, I understand. And I understand if you do. Let me straighten it out. I said what I think you should do.
Yeah.
I didn't say it's easy. I didn't say...
We do like to opine a lot here.
What happened?
We're giving our opinions.
Opining?
Opine.
Is that a real word?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. You be making up stuff.
No, that's real.
Okay. Don't act like you don't make up words around.
I do make up words.
So I think that you have to be patient, but I think right now in our society we're not patient on numerous levels. We're not patient because I tell people when I went to college there was no internet and they look at me like I'm Fred Flintstone. So at the end of the day,
really?
You can't. Yeah, the internet was just really popping off in 95, 96. I was graduating in 96.
So that's when I went to college.
So those years. So
you're right about that.
Yeah, I went to time when somebody wrote you a letter and you had to wait. You had to go to the mail room and check your mail.
Yeah, that's true.
It didn't come. Well, it may be there tomorrow. Whereas now we got email. I come from Western Union days. Now you got PayPal. So we live in a society where we get everything right when we want it. You can't even have a good debate anymore. I can remember debating something and there was nowhere to go to find out the truth. Now you just pull out your phone, you know, what year did I'll Be Sure in Effect mode come out? 1990, you know.
I'll Be Sure in Effect.
If you never heard...
He was in a group?
No. His first album was called In Effect Mode.
Oh, I didn't know that was the name of his album. I mean, I know Albie Sure.
No, but have you heard his first album, In Effect?
Tell me something on it.
Night and Day.
Yeah.
Killing Me Soft.
Yeah.
Who This Love Is So. Rescue Me.
Well, I mean, I just know the singles. The ones that got popular. But I know Night and Day.
Okay.
I can say it.
You don't have to sing it.
Oh, okay.
So, all of that to say that we want things when we want them. So I think society, along with women who are in their 30s, who want to hurry up and have kids and hurry up and get married, now it's a rush. It's like, express mail. Like, we want it right now. So we're not willing to really wait and search for that person, who has those things that we want. So I don't think it's unrealistic. I think it's hard to find a good man, period. I think it's hard to find a good woman, period. I think it's hard to find a good church-going man, period. I think it's hard to find a good church-going woman, period.
I don't think it's hard to find those things because I don't think many of us really define what a good person for our life should look like. Maybe that's where you need to start. What does a good man look like for you in your life? And then those are the qualities that you need to look for when you meet
But
prospective mate.
If she does, and it is the thing that, like she said, the church, and I don't think you should go by what the church tells you.
So your one thing to define a man is that he goes to church? Come on, you got to have a little bit more than that.
No. What I'm saying is that, number one, I'm saying you can't define.
Because I'm seeing some devils in church.
Right, but what I'm saying is you can't define, you can't listen to what the church tells you. Now, I don't know if that's what she meant, but that's what she wrote. The church tells you. You need to read the Bible and pray and figure out what God tells you.
What God tells you.
Don't listen to Sister Johnson who's telling you this. You need to, But I think if those things are, if you do want somebody who's saved, who goes to church, who's responsible, then I don't think those are things that you should bend on. Is it going to take a little more time to find that person? Probably. But I just think, it's an investment. It's like, you want an investment. I just feel like everything is just sped up now. When I went to school, if you wanted to get your master's, you had to go for another 2 years. Now they got value deals on masters. Like, my sister did a 5-year term at Howard and got a master's. I'm like, they didn't have that when I was around. You had to do 2 years. In a minute, you'll be able to get your doctorate in 4 years.
No.
Now, you will. I know you hate whatever you do. It's just the fact that of how everything is sped up.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to say is that Pastor Jenkins said this once. He said the most important decision you will make while you're living is for you to claim Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Your second most important decision, you know what, maybe Pastor Jenkins didn't say this. I think he said that. I said it's one of those 90%, 10% moments.
Look at you.
No, I think he did. Don't give me a line.
What?
If you go to Glenn R and ask him, the second most important decision, he did say this. He did. I made a third one. That's the part I made up.
Okay.
The second most important decision is who you will marry.
Yeah, okay.
Then I made up the third is how many kids you should have and if you should have kids. That's what I made up. That's my 10%.
I agree
but
with that.
The second most important decision you will make in your life is who you marry. So why would you make the second most important decision in your life, and if you don't care about Jesus Christ, the first most important decision you make in your life on a whim? Just to hurry up and get married, just to hurry up and have kids. And I'm not belittling that. Trust me, I'm not. Because some folks will say, "Well, Kil, you already married, you already got kids," So I'm not belittling that. I'm just trying to get people to see how important it is. Because you talk to the majority of marriages, they're failing. They may not look like they're failing, but they're failing. You may think just because somebody got a nice big house and push a BMW and their kids go to private school that they happy.
They're not even talking to each other. Yeah.
So all I'm saying is that
being
married is something that you do have to be patient for. So I don't think it's unrealistic. I think it's just harder to find. But I mean, how hard do you want to find it? So I mean, I think yes.
She shouldn't be looking. Get somewhere to hide so he can find you.
I always tell single folk that. Why do I get a note?
Let him find her. She don't need to be looking for him.
We already did this before. I don't think there's nothing wrong with a woman.
Kil.
I sat down with a pastor. Don't give me your opinion. You're about to tell me a
Kid.
scripture.
I am, and I was, but you know what the truth of the matter is? Let him see her. Let him see her life.
Now we're back to normal around here, and look at God, it stopped snowing. So now we're back to normal because we're back to disagreeing. I don't see nothing wrong.
Oh, let him see her life.
I don't see
Come on.
nothing wrong if a woman sees a man that she's interested in, saying that.
She
Going
can
up
say
to him
hello.
and saying hello.
How you doing?
I don't see nothing
But
wrong
let him
with a
take the
woman.
lead. Come on, let him take the lead.
That's just where we
When you dogging out Chrissy for proposing?
That's proposing.
Still.
No, it's
Ain't
not.
different.
Ain't no different. Will you spend the
What's
rest
the
of your
end
life
goal?
with me?
What's the end goal?
No.
What's the
Will
end
you
goal?
spend the rest of your
What's the
life
end
with
goal
me?
of a relationship?
And can we go to happy hour?
What
Two totally different things.
What is the end goal of a relationship?
That's why I said get friends. See, if you're looking for a friend, I'm inviting you at the happy hour so I can get to know
See,
you.
that's different. That's different.
But that's how I'm defining
That's
dating.
different,
That you should be dating someone and looking for friendships.
I still think the brother needs to make the first move.
Cool. So I don't know if you're in a light skin mood today or a dark skin mood today, on who you gonna listen to or who you gonna pick. I guess that's how. I mean, hey, if you in the mood for some 2% milk today, then listen to what Roz. If you're in the mood for some chocolate quick, then listen to me. And that's how you can roll with it, you know. So
I can't take you. Okay, did you?
Yeah, I did. Because I mean,
wow.
You can flip a coin, or you can just be like, "What you in the mood for today? You feeling like kid, or you feeling like play? Who's your favorite person in house party?"
You don't with kids, the light skin one.
You don't know. You don't know who Albie Shore is. You don't know who the kid is. What did they have in Rome, Georgia? Do you know who John Bon Jovi is? That's who they had in Rome, Georgia. You saw her face light up. I say Kim playing Albie Shore. It's like who?
I knew them too.
Right.
I did.
But you really knew John Bon Jovi. That's what they had.
No, for real.
It's cool. So we agree to disagree.
Rolling. We can't play now.
You can listen to Kid or play. So, but that's our advice. And the good thing is you're getting two different standpoints that you go over. But we both agree on is that it's not too hard to expect those things because you want the best for you. You want the best for your family. You want, when you're getting married, it's not just about you. You're 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have kids.
It's about your legacy.
It's about your family. So. Don't jump the gun just to say I'm married because there's a lot of people who jump the gun just to say they married
and
now they saying they
73 days later, 72. What's that girl?
I have no idea.
Kim Kardashian. I can't believe you follow her on Twitter.
That was never real.
You really follow her on Twitter?
I follow all the Kardashians on Twitter.
Are you kidding me?
No, they're funny.
No, they're idiots. That Courtney.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
My apologies. Don't mean to call them idiots, but I can't even get with their reality show.
Okay. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
So, that's our opinion for the day. So definitely, I'm glad it stopped snowing and everything is back to normal.
Kim can
Me
dress.
And Roz.
She can dress. I like dress. I'm sorry. Till death.
Keep it live. TillDeathInfo.com. Any more questions? TillDeathInfo@gmail.com.
That's cute. And I'm Dr. Roz. And I just am giggling. My apologies.
Right. So keep it live.